Hi, I've been taking Homework-vPython class, and this is the homework for tutorial number 10. Um, First, let's go back to homework for number 9. I had finished the homework, but when Paul showed his solution on beginning of this video, number 10, he did it a little bit different way, um, but I think mine was still useful. Then towards the end of this, he was talking about using this graph that you see on the screen right now to keep your value between all of them at number 2. The funny thing is that on the one that I did for last week, I was using a similar process, but keeping the value at a value of 1. I did the same thing. I had 1 pixel going up and 1 pixel coming down, but the third pixel I had at 0, and Paul's showing in his graph that keep the third pixel at 1 or all the way on. That value all the way up. So I said, probably wouldn't be too hard to change what I did last week to make it look like this week. That was interesting to see the difference in the results of what it would do. So go to the code. Basically, this is the code I did for changing the colors last week. I called it rainbow, and basically you're working on either the red and the green, or the green and the blue, or the red and blue and red, and the other color would stay at 0 because that's where we left it, at 0. Like I said, and that gave me the rainbow effect on my orb when I did it. So I said, well, it won't be that hard to change that into keeping the third color high instead of low. So we can look at what we did here. So basically, it's just changed around the X values. We still got one going up, one going down, but we changed them around a little bit so that the third color just stays high all the time. And so the color, I could tell from what Paul had done even before it did that you were going to get more pastels into it. So since I had to rename it a different name for the state machine for this orb, I just called it P rainbow for pastel rainbow. Like I said, up here, I just created a second orb, and I wanted to compare them. So I put one orb at the minus 1x, 1.2x, and one at the 1.2x, so they'd be next to each other. Basically just did that, and then you're just changing the color of each orb individually, and show you the results. So you can see the colors don't match up naturally because we've got different other RGBs on at different times, but it's kind of similar. But one thing, I sat here and watched it for a while, and if you can see that the original one with the leaving the third color low is on the left hand side, and the new one like Paul wanted us to do is on the right-hand side. So after watching it for a while, and we can look through this, is that the one on the left, you get your R, G, and B coming in solid. But the one on the right has the secondary colors coming in solid. That'd be the yellow, the cyan, and the magenta. And they kind of match up on here. So if we go through, we'll look at what comes up. So we got the blue and the yellow are matching up. That's one. And then we have the red and the magenta coming up together. And we have the green and the cyan coming up together. I can like sometimes call it teal, but yeah, cyan. So they definitely are different ways of doing it. Not sure which one I like better. I think the one on the left, my original one, might have a little bit more variations in color, even though it's one, the combination is one all the time. I guess the one on that Paul gave us with the two on there, two at all times, showed it's a little bit brighter, but they both have their ways. So just thought I'd show you how I finished my homework. Thanks, Paul, for all you do. Talk to you later.